getting together for a little chat as we're just about ready to get going here. Hello, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Joined this Thursday afternoon by Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for New York, Antetokounmpo out there with Jones. They've got Robinson. No doubt one of the premier big men in the league. A superstar talent all the way around. And there's Iguodala. And it's McHale in at the four. And for Boston, Tony Parker is out there with Scott. They've got Olajuwon. He knows how to come up with the big plays in the big games, the rebounding, the inside scoring, and that looming presence. And it's Hill, and it's Ibaka in at the four spot.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable. But last year it seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jones. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Iguodala. Nailed from three-point land. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start their rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. Even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Now, here is Olajuwon. After the miss from Andre Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. Hill kicks to Scott. Hill from outside the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, the Knicks head coach had a couple of minutes to spend with me. I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake. And with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thank you, Doris.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those. Tony Parker had a phenomenal 2011-2012 campaign, but as is the case with Greg Popovich, he challenged Parker to improve upon that for last season. Popovich told him, good players can be great for a little bit, but great players are always great. And that really resonated with Parker.
And then Robinson slams it in.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Parker. The Knicks making the shot. He feeds it to Scott. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Scott's got 5 now. Think about how great Parker's been. We forgot his career almost came to an end in the summer of 2012. This is a very interesting part of his career.
That's right. He was an innocent bystander at a club in New York when a melee erupted and bottles were burned. He got a shard of glass that penetrated almost through his left eye. Very easily could have lost his vision and lost his career.
Now here is Ibaka. After David Robinson's miss. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Antetokounmpo kicks to Iguodala. Dishes to Robinson. Iguodala. Here's Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Robinson. Here's Jones, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
The Knicks shooting their first foul shot of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Nash is checked in. And that one falls for Jones.
It had been almost 2 decades since the Knicks had finished atop the Atlantic Division, guys, and since the most recent alignment changes in '04, they had never finished first.
Look out! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
Wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Nash's shot is off.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Scott kicks to Olajuwon. Back to Scott. Nice ball movement by Boston. And here's Nash outside, and that one's good. Nash has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Boy, he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap from the defense.
Feeds to Robinson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Then you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Hill against Iguodala. Nash kicks to Olajuwon. Safety move. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Knicks.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Here's McHale, and again, it's New York.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Nash dishes to Ibaka. He passes to Hill. Hill gets a screen from Ibaka. Hill drives in. Scott kicks to Hill. Shot clock at 6. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, when you think about instant offense, his name comes to mind immediately. It doesn't take much for him to get it going and run off a string of buckets.
You know, against him, Steve, as an opponent, you need to make sure you're making smart, crisp passes because he's so good at picking off the sloppy looseness.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Here's Robinson. Pass to McHale. Back to Robinson. Kicks to Iguodala. Just 4 to shoot. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Grant Hill on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. On the wing, Scott. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Jones with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Iguodala. Scott pulls it in. Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Grant Hill on the wing. And it's Boston with another.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Nash.
You know, the Celtics ruled the Atlantic starting with their title run in '08, but last year it finally came to an end, that ruling of the Atlantic. 5 straight years of winning their division is now behind them.
And back to the Celtics in the Atlantic. You knew it was going to be hard for them to keep winning the division with all the talent, Steve, that has come into it within the last couple of years.
Well, it's a great 5-year run for Boston in terms of winning the Atlantic, but you know, with the up-and-coming teams in New York and Brooklyn, all of a sudden Boston is looking ahead, looking above them to the other teams in the division, and now it's time to make another push, another rebuilding job, and get back on top.
Here's Hill. Robinson pulls it in. New York shooting it very well as they shake off the rust here early. 54% from the field. Antetokounmpo kicks to Robinson. Rejected by Ibaka. But he stays with it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's McHale. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Boston's gone 3 or 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. And the basket by Hill.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Jones, no luck. For Boston, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Ibaka with the ball. And it's McHale picking him up. And Ibaka kicks it over to Nash. Hill. Scott up top. Working on Jones. The three from Hill. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Knicks, Bynum comes in for Robinson. And it's Green in for Kevin McHale. New York trailing. Outside Thomas. Bynum up top. Now the feed to Thomas. And there's the pass to Dumars. 6 to shoot. Thomas goes in, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop. Well, for so long, the Knicks have been the punchline of the Eastern Conference the last decade. Poorly managed contracts and questionable trades really kept them from rising to the top in the East. But once again now, they look like a powerhouse.
Nash with it. Here's Scott. And Bynum pulls it down. Here's Thomas. And Clark, you were right. The Knicks were a powerhouse last season. Steve, 37 wins against the rest of the conference. And they just would dominate other teams at times.
Well, they're a team that doesn't really want to run a lot or force tempo. They just kind of want to get you in the half court. They don't turn the ball over, and they bury you from long range. So they found their identity last year, and it really dominated in that Eastern Conference.
The Wizard, he's checked in for Boston. Outside Hill. Pass to the Wizard. It's back to Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Rejected by Serbiak. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thomas off a pick from Green. Thomas goes in. He used that pick to get in close. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Offensive rebound. Scott. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Andrew Bynum.
It's been a good one for the machine. He already has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on a winning streak after the injury.
There's the bucket. Good. 7 points in the game. Celtics trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Scooped up.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
New York moving it around. And here is Serbia. He dishes it to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Thomas got 9. Well, Clark, as you said, with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury. And overall, Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
For 3, Hill, and that one's good. He has 7. 46 seconds left in the first. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by the Wizard. Dumars kicks the Bynum. Back to Dumars. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 3. Pushing it up. The dish to Hill. 16 seconds left to play here in the first. And there are the Celtics with another basket. Green, the screen. Thomas kicks to Dumars. And here is Serbia. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Here's Thomas. And no good trying to get that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to...
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Passes it to the Prophet. Parker, right side. And the pass to the Prophet. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, this guy's an animal on the glass, Kevin. There may be some bigger and stronger rebounds in the NBA, but nobody plays with this kind of energy and zeal.
And another thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He does it with an attitude when he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the shooter. You can't be the number 2 seed in the East by being mediocre on the road. The Knicks had a veteran group, and they all had the mental fortitude and experience to finish off games on the road last season.
Mark, as you said, the Knicks were one of the tougher teams on the road, and their road record was, what separated them, Steve, from the middle of the pack in the East.
Yeah, 23 road wins, second only to the Heat from the East. That was interesting, Kevin. They relied so heavily on threes that sometimes on the road they'd go cold, but they could also get hot in a hurry, and they were able to avoid a bad spell.
Parker outside. Pass to the Wizard. From deep. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. It's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. Back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
You think of what a typical Eastern Conference team plays like, and you often think of the Celtics. They like to slow it up. They'll play hard D and take their fouls when they can. Still, the Celtics last year were just average when it came to playing the rest of the conference.
Well, and back to the Celtics, even as you said, Clark, they do all the things most Eastern Conference teams do well. They just couldn't keep it together, Steve, to finish far above 500 in the East.
Well, losing Rondo was a huge part of it, as they had to adjust their entire offense midway through the season. And I think a lot of it, too, is the rest of the East has caught up to them, and time is finally catching up to them.
And the Celtics making a change here. Elijah Wine's checked in. Passes it to the Wizard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Thomas. Here's the teardrop.
You know, the Knicks got off to a fast start, but when you employ as many old bodies as they did last year, it's hard to sustain the level of play you need over the course of a full season. It's one reason they started to falter a bit late in the year.
The Knicks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Yeah, very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Outside Hill. Olajuwon, he's guarded by Diaw. Second shot opportunity, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Clark, you said it, the Knicks did hit that lull last season right after the All-Star break into early March. But Steve, when the vets saw the finish line in sight, they picked up their play and got back in it.
That's right. They won 13 games in a row late in the season, catapulting themselves back into the top tier of teams in the East, and let everyone know that they would not be exiting the playoffs early. That really was the start of that run.
Thomas kicks to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Diaw. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
The Knicks have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Robinson's checked in for New York. Antetokounmpo comes in for Isaiah Thomas.
You know, the Celtics have always prided themselves on being a physical defensive team, and in years past they were pretty disciplined. But last season, they committed a number of fouls, way more than they should have for a team that wanted to be good defensively.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
The Knicks making a switch here. McHale's checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. He kicks to Parker. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Well, as you said, Clark, about the Celtics, once again near the top in fouls committed. But if it is going to help them set the tone defensively, then, you know, Steve, it probably is worth an extra couple of free throws for them.
Well, last year and really over the last several years, they've had a group of veterans that knew how to foul and when not to foul. And I think sometimes you have to commit a hard foul to keep a team from getting a momentum-changing bucket and just setting the tone with a toughness that has to be on display out there.
It's stolen by Hill. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good D by Jones. Here's Antetokounmpo on the money from 12 feet away. Celtics trail by 4. Back to Olajuwon. He feeds it to Hill. Dishes to Olajuwon. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Olajuwon's got 8 points.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Iguodala. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Robinson a screen on Parker. Here's Iguodala. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 6. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
You know, Iguodala seemed to be a 20-point-per-game kind of a player. Last season, another season where his scoring was helpful, but not where you thought it might be for a star player. But his game is not predicated on scoring. It's his all-around versatility that makes him star level.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Jones. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Right side Robinson. Iguodala outside. Clock at 4. The 11-footer, and again it's New York. And for Iguodala last season, under 13 points a game.
But Kevin, if you're just looking at the offensive numbers, you're kind of missing the point with Iguodala. He's a defensive-minded player. He can score, particularly in transition, but it's his defense, it's his rebounding, it's what he brings to the total game that sets him apart.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Robinson. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Outside Hill. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Scotty's checked in for the Wizards.
Parker. Scott!
Parker outside. It's back to Hill. Clock at 6. Outside, Scott. Picked by Olajuwon. Three-pointer. Scott. Good. Now just a 2-point Knicks lead.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot up.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Antetokounmpo passes to McHale. Here's Antetokounmpo. New York moving the ball around. Iguodala dishes to McHale. That drops. McHale's got his second bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Shoots from 14 and off the glass. That one's good.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Robinson. The jump hook shot is off. Good D by Olajuwon. Boston's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Hill drives in. And it's good. Up through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Celtics have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Scott the pass to Parker. Hill. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Hill's got 15 points.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
McHale dishes to Iguodala. Down low, Jones. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got his 6th rebound on the night and blocked, but they recover it. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded by Hill. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Britt. Doris, over to you.
Yes, guys, for Steve Nash last season, he became just the 5th player in league history to crack 10,000 assists, joining John Stockton, Jason Kidd, Mark Jackson, and Magic Johnson. Nash said, to have just one scholarship offer and to play in the NBA as long as I have, and to be on a list with people like Magic is beyond my wildest dreams. Adding, it's incredibly special, humbling, and a tribute to playing with a lot of great players over my career. No surprise, fellas, giving credit to his teammates.
Well, you have to like that focus on the team first. Thanks, Doris. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Hill with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Hill gets a screen from Olajuwon. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Again, the miss by Jones.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up. You know, people look at Steve Nash, guys, and I don't know if they automatically think tremendous athlete, but he is. He's a different type of tremendous athlete. He's not going to blind you or amaze you with his running and jumping ability, but it's his agility, his coordination, his balance, the fact that he's ambidextrous, not only with his hands, but with his feet. I mean, he's equally balanced going either way with the ball or on his pivots. And he attributes a lot of that to playing soccer and ice hockey as a youth. They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Robinson He's guarded by Elijah Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6 points.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
And for Nash, his great agility really helps him on the offensive side, certainly. And change of speed and direction, shifting all over the floor. He can keep defenders off balance. Always has been able to do that.
Yeah, but defensively is where he's suffered here the last couple of seasons, just losing a little bit as he's aged. But, you know, a smart player and understands how to survive defensively out on the floor.
And the shot is good.
He's on a nice pace now from the three-point line. 1 in the first quarter and now 2 coming here in the second.
Elijah with a screen on Jones. Feeds it to Elijah He passes it to Hill. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
But one thing I've always loved about Andre Iguodala is the fact that he's so unselfish. He's really probably best suited to play a point forward role where he's handling the ball quite a bit, either in transition or in the half court at the high post. He can use his size to pass over the top of people.
The Profits checked in for the Celtics. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And you go back to Iguodala, relatively judicious with his shot selection in Denver. Some have wanted him to even be more aggressive offensively.
You know, I think that's a bit misguided, Kevin. This is a guy who does everything and does it well. He's a team-first guy. He's got to stay true to who he is. I think he does a really good job of doing that. He rebounds, he defends, he passes, he provides scoring. You can't just look at his point totals and evaluate his game.
He brings a lot to the game.
A lot to the table.
What do you call stat sheet stuffer?
Yes, sir. That's him.
Now, here is Hill. 15 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent D there from Antetokounmpo.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And New York making a change here. Outside, Jones. Bynum inside. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. The Knicks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Bynum. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Scott. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Scott's got 13 points in just this quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. McHale. That's good. 5 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nash. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thursday night means basketball on 2K Sports. Thanks so much for joining us for the halftime report. Boston leading against New York. The three-point shooting, ridiculous. They're knocking down everything. The machine has been locked in so far. He's got 22 points, and he's been dialed in from deep. A lot of threes so far. On the Knicks side of things, they're managing to hang around. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. Andre Iguodala has the team high in scoring. He has 13 points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from the machine.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Knicks trailed by 7. Antetokounmpo passes to Jones. And stolen by Scott. Off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Throws it up high. Celtics leading by 7. Pick by Olajuwon. Ibaka sets the pick for Hill. 6 to shoot. Here's Parker. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Seems like every year, guys, you look at Tony Parker and he's found something else to add to his game. He's always improving.
Last season for Tony Parker, arguably his best ever. 20 points a game, almost 8 assists. 52% Steve from the field, and there was even talk at midseason about maybe MVP consideration.
Well, his ability to score inside around the rim is amazing, but he's also become a master of knocking down the jump shot from that 15 to 18-foot range. But really, this team has been built now around Parker. Their offensive strategy completely tailored to suit his talents.
Here's Robinson. Goes back up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Robinson. That one misses. Celtics leading by 8. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Hill kicks to Parker. Pass to Ibaka. It's thrown inbound to Tacumbo. Jones drives in. A second chance effort, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
Hill dishes to Ibaka. Kicks it to Scott. Shot clock at 6. There's the feed to Olajuwon. Buries it down low. Olajuwon's got 12 points in the game.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. That's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Here's on to Tacumbo, and that one's good. He's got 6.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Iguodala against Hill. Here's Scott, rejected by Jones. Iguodala off the pick from McHale. He dishes it to Jones. Puts up the baby hook, and McHale finishes inside. And now just a 4-point Boston lead. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Scott the pass to Parker. Parker off the pick from Scott. Parker kicks to Hill. Out to Parker. 5 to shoot. Here's Ibaka. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Knicks trail by 6. Onda Tacumbo passes to Robinson. Good D by Olajuwon.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
You know, one thing that was a big problem for the Knicks in their postseason run, and really in their overall season, is that they had trouble rebounding the ball at times. That's a problem if you're going to be a championship caliber team. You've got to board the ball.
And you saw it for the Knicks last year, as you were talking about, Clark, and mostly against the Pacers, where they were out-rebounded in that series by a double-digit margin. Steve, you can't have that happen and expect to win a series in the playoffs.
No, that was a tough matchup, though, Kevin. Indiana was such a good rebounding team, so strong inside, and the matchups just did not go New York's way. But I think it's something they'll have to get better at this season if they plan on making a deeper run. because matchups like that are going to happen, and you have to be prepared.
Hill dishes to Olajuwon. Clock at 6. Parker drives in. Can't connect from short range.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Antetokounmpo. New York, no good that time either.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now the dish to Robinson. Soft touch off the glass. Robinson's got 11 points.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Knicks trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
New York calls timeout. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during the season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
Serbia. He's guarded by Hill. And here is Serbia. Poke loose. Shot clock at 5. Offside Jones. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 10 points.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Parker drives in. Isaiah Thomas with the rebound.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
He kicks it to Jones. And here is Serbia, defended by Scott. Gets it to go. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Now Hill, he's got 16. Tries it from 19. Scott, good. Scott's got 26.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Thomas kicks to Jones. Thomas. Back to Jones. Outside Thomas. New York moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound Boston. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Serge Ibaka, born and raised in the Republic of Congo. We've had African-born players in the league for decades, but it seems that as the league has reached out to develop talent there, the numbers are increasing from that part of the world.
0-0. He's guarded by Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Celtics leading by 6. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And going back to Ibaka and growing talent coming from the continent of Africa. Steve, 1 billion people there.
Soccer's still the biggest sport there, but steadily the NBA has made inroads, providing courts and equipment and coaching around the continent. So you would expect more and more players to come to the league from Africa.
Oh, Deng and Banmute and Hashim Thabit. And they've got some notable players in the league from there. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Olajuwon's got 14 points.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Robinson's checked in for Green. Iguodala against Scott. Dishes it to Hill. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shoots a three. It's rebounded by New York. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Thomas, no luck. Celtics leading by 3. Tied by Scott. He feeds it to Parker. Parker, right side. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Isaiah Thomas.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
The Prophets checked in for Elijah Wan. The pass to Iguodala. No one near him. Off the left rim and out. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Parker kicks to Hill. They get it back. Scott rejected by Robinson. And now the Knicks on the break. Thomas passes to Iguodala. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And that's 15 points for Andre Iguodala.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Elijah Wan's checked in for the Celtics.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Iguodala kicks to Thomas. Pass to Robinson. McHale outside. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Elijah Wan. Parker outside. Feeds it to Scott. Back to Parker. Shoots off the screen. And it's off the back rim. No good.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Thomas. And stolen by Scott. Outside Hill. Leads him in there. Parker. The Prophet. Excellent D that time from Robinson. On the wing, Dumars. Defended by Scott. Thomas, that's good. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Injuries are such a difficult part of this game.
And from a glance, you really can't tell just how bad it is, but he's going to come out, and we'll find out now how bad it is. He may be done for the game.
Good.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against him.
Antetokounmpo passes to McHale. Jones against Scott. And the basket by Jones.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
It's stolen by Jones. To the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet. Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin. And I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
Elijah Wan. And the 3 off target. For the lead. And it would have counted and it fallen, but it's offline. And we wrap up the third. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Knicks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Parker. To take the lead. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
No good on the free throw. Celtics making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. So he comes up empty at the line. Boston shooting well, 50% from the floor. And it's Hill penetrating. Parker outside. He passes to Scott. Wide open. Knicks with the rebound. Jones with it. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here is Scott. Back to Ibaka. Robinson on him. It counts. And the foul. That's on David Robinson.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block. Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Knicks trailed by 4. Pass to Jones. Kicks it to Robinson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Hill dishes to Scott. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 30 points for the machine.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
And that foul is called on Grant Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. Olajuwon's checked in for the Prophet. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. McHale kicks to Jones. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Now, here is Hill. It's Scott on the wing with the shot. Tries again. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Robinson a screen on Hill. The drive by Iguodala. Parker with the steal. Hill against Iguodala. Here's Scott. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Scott. That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws.
How about the game for Iguodala? He has 17 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. The Celtics have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Parker kicks to Olajuwon. Back to Parker. Outside, Scott. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game.
And that's his first 3 of the second half after really lighting it up beyond the arc in the first.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. One guy has been getting it done as the machine.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
And thank you, Doris. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching them go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
Being down 2 points instead of 1, thanks to the free throw miss, makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Parker outside. Scott. David Robinson with the rebound. Here's Iguodala. They get it back. Antetokounmpo. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
The kick out to Hill. Scott. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. A baseline J. Here's Olajuwon. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Celtics lead by 2. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jones. McHale, defended by Ibaka. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And it's McHale penetrating right through the D for the layup.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Parker kicks to Scott, and there's the feed to Olajuwon. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Here's Antetokounmpo, back to Robinson. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Parker outside. Olajuwon. He dishes it to Scott. Olajuwon inside. Robinson on him. A nice shot by Olajuwon.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Back to Robinson. He's against Olajuwon. Fades back. Olajuwon with the block. On the wing, Scott. All alone. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And now a 4-point Celtic lead. Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Parker. Antetokounmpo passes to Robinson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Outside, Jones. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time. And
that one falls for Jones. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46, 47%.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Olajuwon against Robinson. Olajuwon passes to Parker. Deflected by Antetokounmpo. Iguodala with it. The pass to Antetokounmpo to take the lead. Grant Hill grabs the miss. Gives him the lead pass. Parker. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
Looking at the game Parker's been having, he has 9 points and 7 assists. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Parker. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Jones against Scott. 5 on the clock. New York, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 3. Makes the lead pass. There's the block. Jones against Olajuwon. On the wing, Iguodala to tie it up. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Remains Boston ball.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Parker dishes to Hill. Hill picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Iguodala kicks to Robinson. He's against Olajuwon. Shot clock at 6. Robinson misses.
Great closeout there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Goes up on the high post. Blocked. And here's Jones. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Robinson inside. He's against Olajuwon. And it's blocked by Olajuwon. To the paint. Scott. He's covered by Iguodala. That's good from Scott.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Knicks trail by 5. The dish now to Jones. He kicks to McHale. That's good. McHale's got 10 points here in the second half. And the Celtics shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Outside, Scott. Scott gets this screen from Ibaka. Scott kicks to Ibaka. The offensive rebound. Nice hit again. Robinson with the block. Jones in the post, covered by Parker. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Parker. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
The Celtics making a switch here. Nash is checked in. Hill passes to Nash. Olajuwon. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Olajuwon's got 20.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Iguodala. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. So we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That free throw good from Antetokounmpo. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Celtics with the lead. Scott with the ball. Now defended by Antetokounmpo. Hill fires. The shot is off. And New York the other way now. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jones. And McHale backs down to tie it up. That's short off the rim.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Back to Scott. Dishes it to Olajuwon. Nash, the pass to Ibaka. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It goes on Kevin McHale. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The Knicks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Jones dishes to McHale. It's good. This game is all even. McHale's got 12 points here in the second half. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Yeah, that one kind of took all of the life out of them there, Kevin.
Kind of quieted the voices in here, didn't it?
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 111. 104 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Celtics with possession here. And Nash, here we go. Scott knocks down the trifecta.
And he's performing at such a high level. That's why they're in the lead right now.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 3. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jones. He feeds it to Robinson. He's against Olajuwon. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, buries it. A tremendous three to tie it up.
A crucial basket. They needed it, and he gave it to them.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ibaka sets the pick for Hill. Here's Olajuwon. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Boy, they'd like to put themselves in front right here.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Iguodala. It falls! Now timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside. Oh, that shot at a chance, but no good. So a close game sees.